Ah! Good morning. It is 9:35 a.m. on Saturday, February 16th, 2019. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I had this whole plan where I was going to get up earlier than this and get up and at 'em out to Boscone. And I have not done that yet. I'm moving slower. I am definitely in the middle of that whole thing my brain does where I'll have a plan to do something fun and then as the time comes to actually get ready to do it, my brain suddenly starts saying, "Well, but wouldn't it be easier to just stay home?" It's tiresome how predictable my brain is about these things sometimes. Um, so I'm definitely feeling that right now, but I'm not going to let that stop me. So I am, after I do this video, I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to get headed on over to, the place. Uh, Hopefully there won't be any issues with selling out membership or anything like that. That did happen to me once before with one of these cons where I didn't pre-register. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be an issue, but if it is, then it is, and I will have at least gotten myself out of the house and I'll do something else while I'm out and about. But we'll see. And so I'm actually, I have not really looked up to see who else I know who might be there. So, well, I guess we'll find out. But, in the meantime, I'm gonna, I've been making an effort to make sure that while I'm working at home for these weeks, that I'm, doing something to get me out of the house. Ideally every day, although I didn't yesterday. But for sure, I want to, you know, uh, make sure I'm not accidentally isolating myself. It would be easy to let that happen working from home. Um, and obviously I still connect with lots of people online, and so I'm not. I don't want anyone to worry about me. This is more just a matter of, it's like exercise, which I should also be doing more of, in the sense that it's good for me to get out and do things more. And so sometimes I have to fight against my own initial impulses to do what's good for me. Right. So in any event, that's the plan for today. We'll I played a little bit more Civilization 6 last night, so I've streamed a couple of sessions of that so far. Uh, some of the changes, I like some of the new civs, or rather, at least the one that I'm playing is the Incas. Although I was so mad yesterday because I was playing as the Inca, and I founded the town of Machu right in some mountains, and there's the Machu Picchu World Wonder that you can build. And I was building it. I was so excited, and it was like literally the only decision that I had made that I had some emotional investment in, as opposed to just, well, I guess I'll do this now. And so I was building this world wonder, and I was 2 turns away from finishing it when some other civilization built it. I was so mad, and I didn't even know who it was, and it's like, Argh! So I made a resolution at that time that once I figure out what civ built it out from under me, I would irrationally declare war on them and pursue that to uh, whatever fate it might lead me to. There's a few other differences, changes that I'm less persuaded about. The natural disasters are kind of interesting when they happen. They're certainly visually interesting to look at and think about. And they kind of just destroy stuff sometimes. And I guess that they leave the tiles more fertile afterwards, but I guess that's not as obvious. And so It's interesting, but I don't know that it has made a huge difference so far. There's a World Congress thing that I'm not really convinced about at all. Just because it feels kind of very generic and the interface is a little counterintuitive. But I think one of the big changes, though, as move into later phases of the game, there's changes to how resources of material versus energy are handled. And then that all plays into climate change stuff later. So I'm definitely interested to check that part out. So I'll go ahead and leave it there, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. It will be Sunday, so I'll be continuing my Gravity Falls rewatch. And so I need a better way to phrase this because it leaves me unable to finish with my catchphrase that I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.